stream. That would help if I was looking at the stream, wouldn't it? There we go. Looks like we're on Twitch. Yeah, okay. So, hi and welcome to this Battletech Career Mode Let's Play. We just finished up all of the contracts on Goldra. We got a couple of mech refits in the works. And the next order of business, I mean, there's things we could do more sensibly for a high career score, but I think that ship has sailed. Let's just find out what's going on in this next flashpoint in the Of Unknown Origins campaign, hunting season. It's our first real lead in the hunt for the Dobrev. The Dobrev being the kind of Star League era sort of ship that's been taken somewhere by potentially the Bauman group. So let's go there and find out what's going on. Oh, it's a long time to get to independence.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Okay, all our guys are ready. Power interlock. If we don't bypass the faulty interlock, we're looking at a 17% drop across the board. Warhorse is animated, practically shouting. You try to remember how you got drawn into this argument. So Warhorse, one of the mech rows I don't use very much. They are a technician. A bit rebellious, okay? Apparently, with her technical background, Warhorse thinks she has identified a serious flaw in the Argo's secondary power interlock. For her part, Dr. Murad insists the interlock is working correctly. We're lucky it's only 17%. That isn't the interlock. These systems have just missed several centuries worth of annual maintenance. Your plan would potentially expose the entire central core to an overload. Only if it doesn't work, Warhorse fires back. Let's test it, see what happens. You say, Dr. Murad, can you run a small-scale test to find out what would happen? He frowns at you, then says, I suppose it's worth examining. He turns to Warhorse to develop a testing plan. Later in the day, Dr. Murad tells you Warhorse was both right and wrong. The interlock really is causing a power drop, but there's no safe way to route around it. Added to the growing pile of Argo issues we have no way to fix. Okay, but Warhorse gets high spirits for 30 days. Maybe it's time for Warhorse to get to go out of the mech bay. Out of the barracks, I mean. Warhorse isn't a mech.
Commander.
Alright, so you're a technician, Curtin, a bit rebellious, been with us 685 days. You've probably maxed out available experience. You've got over 20,000. So let's get you to Cool Shot Mastery. And then what have you got left? Very little. Did we do that? That and that we can. So you get 4s in everything else and Cool Shot Mastery. Yeah, let's start with that. And then we'll get you skilled up somewhere else.
Mech warrior training complete.
I'm wondering maybe if you're I should get one mech and put a targeting system in it for these mech warriors. Anyway, a little diversion complete. Let's get ready to jump again. We're going to have our financial report. There goes the money. Coincides with us jumping, so I guess we play the jump animation, then see the financial report.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
Now we keep things as they are. 4 days out from independence, no more jumps. Here we go. Okay, so let's just have a look a little bit at what's in store. There's an assassin. I don't think we've got an assassin yet. That might make a better scouting mech option than the Kintaro. Ignoring evasion when it shoots things. I feel like maybe I'm forcing it a bit with the Kintaro. That's only a part anyway, it's not the full mech. So, not really a decision there. Very mediocre energy weapons. +1 accuracy for energies, also not very significant. Cannon ammo. There is a black market store here. It's got an annihilator for 10 million. Some annihilator parts. It's got another Atlas 2. How many Atlas 2s can you get if you have the money? Wow. The black market is just insane. In crab parts. Okay, that's a good AC-20. That is pretty good medium laser. Bonus Infernos. They do more ammo, more heat damage. 4+ damage, snub PPC. Wow. Ultra AC5. Reduces the recoil. Oof. Hit defense. And a bonus accuracy on missile weapons. Okay, well. We are doing some shopping here once we've made some money. Contracts wise, like nothing. There's one contract. Get a little bit of cash. Let's hope that the flashpoint pays well. And speaking of that flashpoint, here we go. Hunting season. Okay, people, the Bauman Group's distribution center is smack dab in the center of an uninhabited jungle in Independence's equatorial greenbelt. We're going to fight our way to the distribution center, find out where they've taken the Dobrev, and liberate as much exotic contraband as the Leopard can carry. I like the sound of that. It can't be that easy. It's never that easy. It won't be. The Bauman Group has a particularly well-armed cavalry lance patrolling just outside of our projected AO. If we attack the distribution center before we deal with them, we'll have plenty of time to circle around and outflank us. Sounds like a situation to avoid? It is, and that's why we're going to play this one safe. Rather than mounting a direct assault on the facility, I'm sending our mech warriors down on the outer edge of the Bauman Group's territory. If the intel that Darius's contacts gave us checks out, we'll catch the Op4's cavalry lance with its pants down. And if it doesn't check out, that'll tell us something too. Works for me, Dr. Rad. Have you brought the mode of Jawn back online yet? 2 steps ahead of you, Commander. I'll put it on the view screen. Commander Kovac, I have been informed of your impending combat drop. When you've taken the Bauman Group's distribution center, please send word to engineering. Dr. Murad and I will stand ready to analyze any and all data that you recover. Alternatively, you could, I don't know, maybe help us out? I mean, we didn't haul your combat drones all the way out here for nothing. If your lance requires assistance, I will of course provide it. A word of caution, however, my combat drones are a limited resource. When they are damaged or destroyed, I have no way of replacing them. Nobody aboard this ship has the specialized knowledge required to repair an SLDF combat drone, including me. Those functions were governed by dedicated systems aboard my orbital platform. And you're not on your platform anymore. Wonderful. Mama Bear is right, Maya. We should keep the drones in reserve until we actually find the Dobrev. I get the feeling we're going to need them. Sounds like a plan to me. I'm sure that our Lance can handle the Bauman Group and its associates. So am I. We'll find out soon enough. Let's get down there to Kashyyyk. The sooner we engage the enemy, the more time we'll have to hit the distribution center. Alright. So we've got our mission. It's a standard battle, 2.5 skull. 2-stage operation, so it's probably going to be consecutive deployment, which is fine. So yeah, we'll go with the Cyclops. Let's go a bit lighter. It's only 2.5 skull. Let's test out some of these new mechs. So we can go with the Archer, the Warhammer, and let's pull in the Highlander just to try it out. Falcon's still got high spirits. And Warhorse has high spirits too. The Warhammer... We don't have all high accuracy lasers. That's something I could do. I could refit this with the high accuracy lasers. Now I've taken some out of this Highlander. That would make this a pretty good rookie mech trainer. So let's stick Warhorse in here. King Wolf in the Archer. It's fine. It's somewhere for him to get experience. I might actually, with the tactics, the Highlander's got LRMs, there could be some indirect fire here. And the Cyclops. Yeah, I think... I mean, Duke's good, but maybe... No, we'll take Duke out. That's fine. I'm wondering here if we benefit from skilling up someone. Telltale. And Riptide. Telltale, we could stand to get you some experience, I think. Yeah, let's go for it. So, yeah, 3s across the board. Why not? So between the Archer and the Highlander, I can put a lot of high damage LRMs on a target that we attach an arc to. And the Warhammer will ruin the day of anyone who gets tagged. It's going to be down to Duke to connect with those narc and tag beacons. Narc beacons and tag lasers. This is all about the salvage. We're doing this for ourselves. So there is definitely incentive to get some headshots in. Get some mech parks in that salvage table. Okay. So 2-stage operation, engage the patrolling cavalry lance and take out as many vehicles and mechs as you can to clear the way for an assault on the distribution center. The Bauman Group's made a lot of money off the Dobrev. We're going to find out what they took, where they took it, and get a piece of the profits for ourselves while we're at it.
Command interface initiated.
Okay. Plenty of water around for cooling. According to our intel, the Bauman Group's cavalry lance should be patrolling through this AO. Get in there, hit them hard, and wipe them out. When the cavalry lance is on ice, you'll be clear to advance on Bauman's distribution center. Gotta move fast. I just intercepted a communication aimed at Notka Bauman's jump ship. Apparently, the distribution center is under attack. Yeah, that's confirmed. I'm picking up signs of explosions and laser fire. So much for our cautious approach. Can you get us over there now, Maya? Can't risk it. The AO is too hot. You're just going to have to deal with this problem before moving on to the next. With luck, the Op4's hired guns, and whoever these new arsenals are will soften one another up before we get there.
Okay.
Alright, so someone is taking on the Bauman Group. Let's find out who they are. Yeah, that's, I think, sensible to move up through cover.
Moving to position.
Okay, sensor trace right away. Warhorse's Highlander is going to be pretty slow. And Duke and the Cyclops can cover everyone from here. Commander, we're getting an incoming transmission from an unknown dropship. It isn't one of Bauman's, so it must belong to whoever's hitting the distribution center. Oh shit. Who is it, Maya? The Bounty Hunter, as in the Bounty Hunter. The one with the Holovitz show and the action figures and the quadruple digit kill count. I'm putting him through. Commander Kovac of Still Vipers. We've never spoken before, but I trust that you know who you're talking to. We know who you are, Bounty Hunter. I doubt there's a mech warrior alive who doesn't. If you don't mind my asking, what the hell are you doing here? The same thing you are, only faster and better. My crew is packing up the Bauman Group's inventory as we speak. Thanks for the heads up, I guess. It was more of a friendly warning. Well, you're going to want to stay away from the distribution center until we're finished cleaning it out. Matter of fact, it'd work best for me if you just withdraw from combat right now. I'll give you a few minutes to decide. He's off the line. We just got threatened by a celebrity. The man's a living legend, for God's sake. So, are we withdrawing? If we turn tail and run, the bounty hunter will probably shoot us in the ass on our way out of the door. The man has a reputation. Even if he doesn't, the hit to our reputation will be enormous. Imagine us running away on the highlight reel of the next season of Bounty Hunters. You think anyone will want to hire us after that? On the other hand, if we fight him and win, we'll be famous. We could jack up our rates. Hell with it, we're pushing forward. If the bounty hunter wants a piece of us, we'll give it to him. Let's see how good this guy really is. Alright. Okay, they got a 20-ton mech. Hostile drop zones, so I'm assuming that's going to be a lance of the bounty hunters, guys.
Good to go.
Oh yeah, let's reserve. See what we're up against. $75 tons. That's a bit more threatening.
Waiting for
Right, we're
orders.
gonna go. Duke can't get a shot off. Let's sprint up so we can get some vision at least.
Going full speed.
Alright, so we've got an Orion, fully armored, braced, and a Locust 1E. Okay. And probably
Waiting for orders.
hammer that a bit with a mortar round.
On the move.
I don't think there's going to be... Oh, there it is. I was going to say, where's our mortar ability? Here it is. Okay. I mean, actually, there's a drop zone coming in there, isn't there? Let's save the mortar for that. We can't multi-target. Got really low odds to hit that Locust. They've got a pilot, so they're going to be entrenched. We're not going to do much stability damage. Oh, 70% to hit the Orion. Even with the damage reduction, that's probably our best bet this turn. So, let's do it. Half damage, but it's something. We got a reasonable amount of armor, I think.
Receiving you.
So Telltale. Okay, if we move up here, decent numbers to hit. Let's go for the head. We won't take him out, certainly not with a damage reduction, but we will soften it up for later, potentially. Oh, we could miss
Ready for orders.
and not land any hits.
I copy.
On the head, I mean. We did land hits elsewhere. Let's take those 85%. Okay, still out there, Kovac. That's a shame. I was hoping you listened to basic instructions. Yeah, I'll bet you were. Sorry to disappoint. Hey, I'm sorry too. I was hoping I wouldn't have to order my associates to reduce you to your component materials. Unfortunately, you've taken that decision out of my hands. God's command, we have company. If by some miracle you manage to survive what's coming, feel free to drop me a line. Otherwise, this is goodbye, Commander. Do a better job picking your battles in the next life. I'm picking up another inbound dropship, Commander. Keep your eyes open. Okay, so who's that? And can we drop a mortar there? So the Locust runs in. Oops. Takes a couple of shots at us. Doesn't have much in the way of evasion now. Hey, I like the bounty hunter's sigil. Alright, they're sensor locking the Bauman group, so they're going to shoot them as well as us, I think. They've certainly made that a lot easier to hit.
Standing by.
So I'm going to multi-target. I don't think I'm even going to multi-target. I just want to hit that Orion. We're obstructed, but we've still got decent numbers. Let's
Here it
tag that. I kind of need eyes on there to see what's happening. Can I get them? So that guy's not going to phase through. I need him to lose his damage reduction.
receiving you.
So I do wonder. I don't want to fire the mortar blind. What if I sprint? If I sprint, I wonder what vision I can get. Get eyes on that. No, I need a much better scout. If I can get eyes on this drop zone, then when the units come down next turn, we'll be able to drop a mortar round on their head. So I think King Wolf in this archer is just going to sprint this way for now.
Going full throttle.
And that means that I'm going to reserve with both of these guys.
Waiting for my opening.
It's a 50-tonner. Telltale, you're not in cover, are you? That does present a risk with that Locust being there. So Warhorse, let's see if we can get you to kill
Heading out.
this Locust.
Got it.
We did actually hit them for a fair bit of damage, but they just live. So I think Telltale, because you're not in cover and that Orion's going to shoot us, we do have to take the move now. Go for the head. I mean, if two of these clip the head, he's dead. I think we may have actually done it, actually. Yeah, there we go. Making up for our low roll last time with a high roll this time. That second drops it. Just touched down, Commander. Looks like it's dropped off one of Bauman's security teams. Alright, so we could potentially... It's probably the same outfit that we could have bribed to stay home. You think we should have paid them off? Doesn't matter what we should have done, Yang. They're in our AO and that makes them our problem, Commander. I'm adding them to your target list. Take them out. Okay, so... In round 3... Locust is backing up. Taking a shot at Warhorse. That's okay.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
Got a light mech from the bounty hunters. Taking them on over there. Don't have to worry about them yet. Okay, so one mech's moving out there. That fight's carrying on. That cavalry lance, it's only 3 mechs. So King Wolf. Yeah, great. I think we can more or less get vision on what's happening over here. Certainly we've got the sensor contacts. Precision strike, it's a locust. See if we can swarm in and take this one down. It's really lightly armored. Yeah.
One less target.
So that enemy is going to get to go now. All right, punching over there. So that means these guys, I think, don't get to go. So I'll be able to mortar them. And the bounty hunters crew are working over that guy. So we can drop a mortar around here.
Ready for
Warhorse, it's your time to shine. Let's just have a look at this mortar thing. Can I put that? Oh, it's not got a really long range. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to drop it there. It's not going to happen. So our best bet is to move this way.
Position confirmed.
And let's see, can we mortar? No, we can't reach. Damn it. Alright, we'll just kill this guy. As wasteful as it is, take off the large lasers. We don't need those. We just need something to clip that center torso. Come on, something clip that center torso. Nothing does.
That hit something good.
Not one LRM. Just one needed to scatter there. Unbelievable. Oh, the short range on that mech mortar is making it much less appealing than it was before.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Hang on, they got a sensor lock on me.
Holding firm.
That was the bounty hunters guy, right? How does the sensor lock on me from the Bauman group? If never mind. Right.
What do you need?
So Telltale, yeah, we're just going to move this way. That's no, that's the waste, isn't it? Oof. Yeah, that was a... Oh, well, I guess we're taking this out. So that is 67% of that first cavalry lance dead. Bit of a horrible waste. Those guys are spread out. These guys are still close together.
What's up, boss?
Duke, let's see if we can get line of sight on one of them. There's one of the bounty hunters' crew. These will wear off. I mean, there's no harm in firing the tag. Let's save the narc beacon though. And you're a defender, so all right, they are tagged.
It's go time.
They're sprinting in. Okay.
I've been sensor locked. Yes, Commander.
All right, Duke, keep moving.
Got it.
So what do we see here? We've got this guy still tagged. We've got the Bauman Group Hunchback, an Assassin, and a Centurion. I think the Hunchback's the bigger threat, but the Hunchback is drawing aggro from these guys at the moment. So let's bleed off some heat and see if we can't mark this Centurion. So yeah, tagged and knocked. The tag's gone from that trebuchet now. We finished our turn. Okay, so that assassin stayed put.
Minimal damage.
It's missing half itself. So that Centurion has no damage reduction, so
Got it.
let's see if we can just take its head off.
I copy.
I think we got the head at the end there. Yep, head down. Fourth time's the charm. Okay, cool.
Yes, Commander.
So look, there's mortar. So we would have to sprint and we're not in range. And mortar the Hunchback. It definitely feels like suboptimal move. That assassin is out in the open. Guys, phase 2. Hunchback does feel like a problem. King Wolf and the Archer as well.
Orders.
If I move up here. Oh, okay, I'm doing it. It's 50%. It's in the rear though, so let's precision strike. Go for that rear CT and hope that the missile requirk on this Archer does the job for us. It does.
I hope we can salvage that.
So fortunately we have a decent amount of armor on that Archer.
Minimal damage.
It's good because they're going to have to deal with, it looks like, yeah, 3 Bauman Group dudes.
Orders.
Warhorse. We're going to be shot with LRMs by that trebuchet.
Location confirmed.
Let's move somewhere where we've got the stability bonus then. And let's see, we don't quite... We can mortar the trebuchet, I don't think that's useful. We were just too far away to be useful. I need to get a bit more familiar with the mech mortar's range. Oh, we savaged that assassin though.
Target's taking critical hits.
One structure on that CT. Okay, that Centurion comes in and takes shots at our archer. Yeah, this isn't
Minimum damage. This guy's nothing.
isn't the toughest of mechs. Okay, Trebuchet is kind of hanging out there. Tempting to blow that locust up with a mortar round just to use it. Oh, those guys are probably close together now.
Good to go.
The Warhorse. If I get here, I can put that assassin down. I don't know how useful that is.
Commander.
Okay, so looking at the map, the mortar extends to me it looks like a couple of inches, or inch and a half maybe, within the sensor range bubble. So I know that if I move and they're not in my sensor range bubble, then they're not in range. So I can't move and mortar here. I can get these guys. I can drop around on that mortar potentially. I think with Duke, I want to move up here and tag one of these guys.
Aye, aye.
We're going to vigilance because we have to move out of cover for that. And I think I can follow these up with all the medium lasers. He's not got any cover.
On it.
Okay, so the Narc beacon's attached. We didn't tag him. Trebuchet moves up and sensor locks, and that's why we vigilanced. The assassin, can it do anything? Not really. Guess it can come in and punch next turn, so we've got to take it out before then. Oh, now that's interesting. We can see that locust now, and the assassin is there.
Orders.
The Warhorse. Let's move you this way,
Confirmed.
and let's use this thing. Mortar around here. Got to do the job, right? 10 to 50 damage per location. So the assassin's dead, and that locust is going to have a rough time. Here it comes. Why is it forcibly zoomed me out so I can't see? Oh! Locust and assassin down.
I'm generating a lot of heat, Commander.
Whoa, heat? Really? Did we? We are overheating.
Barely hit, Commander.
Ow. I gotta see how much heat that thing generates. Okay, and Telltale takes that.
Losing armor.
It didn't tell me that you were about to overheat for using it. Oh, that was a lot of heat. Okay, we're calling off next turn. At least we didn't cook off any ammo or suffer any crits. I don't know if that can happen with overheat. Still, after all these hours in the game, I overheat so rarely, I don't actually know what it can do.
Orders.
I need to watch that back and see if I could have done anything about that. So, the Centurion is not... hasn't moved yet.
Leaving you.
Has no damage reduction, so let's back off with our archer. We need to spin round, present left side to the bad guys. And King Wolf is really not lucking out with those numbers. Let's take the medium lasers off. Just go in with these. Nice. It was a lot of damage, even with a lower accuracy. Would have been better if we could find another SRM6. Unfortunately, it's his shield arm, so he's still got his AC-10, which he fires with and misses. So all good on that score. Okay, and Telltale here. So the only way to shoot is to move out of cover. I don't fancy doing. I think we spin this way round. And we just let this guy have it. They don't do a huge amount of damage.
Let's get this done, folks.
So the bounty hunters are down to just that trebuchet.
Commander.
Right, we've got Duke. Duke can move up now. Griffin's in cover. The trebuchet isn't.
On the move.
I guess we keep up the fire on the Centurion. It's still coming up as being knocked. See if we can get him again.
Target confirmed.
Okay, yep, Narc's attached.
Solid connection on that one.
And the trebuchet sensor locks us. Okay, it's still not moving into cover. That's all right. And yeah, the trebuchet returns fire on Telltale in that Warhammer.
Armor holding.
Just holding still and trusting
Yes, Commander.
to its cover for damage reduction.
Copy that.
So we've got a Narc on here. We overheat. Okay, I can drop below the heat threshold by taking off an LRM-10.
Copy that.
And any of these that hit for 10. Oof.
Critical hit, Commander.
So if I'd been able to fire the other LRM-10, that would probably be dead now. Okay, Griffin sprints in. So we've got King Wolf and Telltale.
Good to go.
King Wolf, let's keep backing up. Stay right side on.
Aye, aye.
And let's finish this guy off. Single LRM-20 should do it. Allow us to bleed off our heat.
Acknowledged. And that's the way we do it. Commander.
Alright, Telltale. I don't know if we could... Yeah, to take these guys out. So we can at least get into the ECM field up here.
Copy that.
And let's go in with everything here and see if we can soften them up. Precision strike. Okay, good. That's their weapons gone.
Solid connection on.
And they're going in phase 2 next turn. So that gives us the chance to deal with them. Okay.
Not much armor left in that location.
How did they see Duke? Because Duke should have had a stealth charge at the start of the round. And I don't mind him at all taking shots in that Highlander. It's got a lot of armor.
Waiting for orders.
That is a little mystifying. So the main thing here is I got to move up
On the move.
and pour some fire into this damaged side. Looks like we can afford the 2 medium lasers. Yeah, put the narc and the tag on as well. Why not? If we don't kill it, then okay, tag mark, narc attached. We don't. I was going to say, if we don't kill it, then it means it's much more likely to die next. So King Wolf here. We've got rid of all of our heat, so I think we can just shoot this guy.
Firing a full salvo.
Oof. 11 left there.
Something good.
Okay, we do have ace pilot, so we can back up a bit more. Right, and then we've got Warhorse.
Receiving you.
I think I'm fine just firing an LRM-15 in from the side. That's probably going to do enough.
Confirmed. Hostile removed.
And Telltale. Okay, they've finally broken cover.
Location confirmed.
Haven't taken any head hits yet. Let's put everything in that CT then. Should have stayed in the trees.
Oh, it's on now. One less target.
And that trebuchet runs into breach the ECM bubble.
Ready for orders.
I think I'm just going to punch him
Heading out.
and see if we can get rid of that melee, that evasion. So we hit, and yep, that was enough stability to get rid of all their evasion. Center torso is exposed, and that means that
Acknowledged.
Telltale should just be able to say goodnight.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Cool.
Hostile removed.
Well, there's no shortage of salvage for us. That's the last of them, Commander. This AO is clear. Gods be praised. Banging knuckles with the bounty hunters isn't my idea of a good time. Incoming transmission. I hear you just handed my friends a regulation ass-kicking. Suppose I should thank you for that. It'll give me something new to rhythm about at our celebration party. Where I'm standing, you don't have a whole lot to celebrate. The hold full of contraband we just lifted says otherwise. I'd be happy to chat about it after we're all back in orbit. Drop me a line, Kovac. I'll be waiting.
Mission successful.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, no money. Decent payout. Plenty of kills for Telltale. All right. So parts wise, yeah, I mean 3 Orion parts means we make an Orion to sell. That seems reasonable. Plenty of those diverse optics medium lasers. A +1 damage LRM-15 is not great, but it is better than nothing. Sure, let's have an assassin part. We've made one of those. I may as well take that diverse optics medium laser. We do have a lot of them, but not bad. And yeah, we got a load of stuff. So I totally missed the overheat warning on that Highlander using the water, but it was effective. Continue to storage. Hunting season 2. I've got to admit, Kovac, I underestimated you badly. If we're ever in conflict with one another again, I won't send you my second stringers to chew on. I'm going to come for you myself. What happened down there was just business, Bounty Hunter. There's no reason for any animosity between our companies. I'm glad you see it that way. Matter of fact, I've got a drop shuttle on the way to your location right now. I realize that your company got the short end of the stick in this situation, so I've got a little peace offering for you. Sort of a consolation prize for the losing side. What is it? Some wreckage my crew pulled from the distribution site scrap heap. Bits and pieces, nothing major, but they'll tell me they've never seen anything like them before. I figured your pal Vatanen may want to look over what we found. It'll keep him occupied for a while at the very least. How uncharacteristically generous of you. Is it just me, or does this strike anyone else as really, really suspicious? Like, there must be a catch here, level suspicious. There's no catch. It's a jumble of scrap, too damaged to resell. Besides, I don't have the space for it. My crew has already scooped up as much exotic contraband as our dropship can carry. Look, do you want this crap or not? I'd rather see it go to a worthy mech warrior than stay in the hands of some ivory tower shithill. But if you're feeling antsy, I guess I could just have my people toss it in a ditch. We'll take it, apparently. Good, I want us to part ways on decent terms. Never know who you're going to get paired up with on a future gig. Catch you further on down the line, Commander. It's a small galaxy, after all. What an asshole. I mean, yeah, he gave us a crate of junk as a parting gift, but every damn word that came out of his mouth sounded like a veiled threat. That junk came from the Dobrev, that makes it a potential lead. The commander's right. There could be clues in that crate, evidence that will lead us to whatever Notka Bauman took the Dobrev. I shouldn't have to remind you how important it is that we find that ship. You don't have to, Doc. Look, I'm suspicious of the bounty hunter's motives, but that doesn't mean I'm not excited. This scrap came from the Rev, a ship that we've already established to be full of sunshine and unicorns. Hell, I'd be surprised if my mech tanks went sifting through it already. Whatever answers are in that crate, you'll get them, and I'll bring them to you as soon as I can. Just try not to get your hopes up, okay? Don't worry about us, just focus on the task at hand. None of us are likely to forget that the bounty hunter is a nightmare of a person. While we're waiting for the chief's report, we should probably complete a few contracts to keep the cash flow moving in the right direction. We'll reconvene when we've got news about our crate, whatever that news may be. That's it. Like a one-mission flashpoint. Alright, so we got a nice room 4. Decent PPC, decent AC-10. Larger mech mod, counterpart. Hey, we've found enough stuff to make an urban mech. All fear the urban mech. Alright. Well, we've got that one contract to do here. Letter of marque. Versus the Torians. There won't be any salvage worth taking. Let's go for cash. Even though this Highlander's taken some structure damage, I'm fine running out with it. I just won't overheat it again. But a 1 skull difficulty mission seems to be like the perfect opportunity for this mortar to shine. And after this, we've got to go somewhere else and run a couple of contracts whilst we wait for the next flashpoint to trip. It doesn't seem to take too much in-game time for them to appear on the map, especially as I've knocked off all the other flashpoints in the game beyond the Alliance ones. Okay, enemies detected in the area, Commander. Move forward and clear them out. Remind these bandits what disciplined mech warriors can do.
What are those? Trees?
Okay, so they're over there. Oh, I've done an attack defend base on this map. So yeah, I'm gonna run this way with Cyclops, and I'm gonna have the archer that can be really pretty fast. We're gonna get up onto the trees there. Oh, okay, they got someone up there.
Good to go.
Fine. Let's sprint a bit with the Highlander. And we're going to keep Duke Happy company in the Cyclops. Okay, here they come.
Commander,
So Warhorse and the Highlander. Let's move here.
on my way.
We see Javelin, mostly beat up. Let's have a look and see what this mortar can do. Okay, so you click where you want and then you see the heat it's going to produce. Doesn't actually tell you what the heat is. But we could easily blow a leg off here.
Fire downrange.
There it goes. Can't move the camera, unfortunately. Oh, bye-bye. All right.
Commander?
The King Wolf and this archer. Let's keep sprinting.
Going full throttle.
Okay, and a vehicle back there. Fine.
What's up, boss?
Duke. Let's get eyes on it.
Confirmed.
Great. Another vehicle over there. It's a galleon.
Aye, aye.
Telltale. Smoke it.
Giving them everything I've got. Well, that's one less vehicle.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace.
Okay.
Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Enemy reinforcements coming in. Whatever will I do?
Give them everything you've got.
Yeah, it's a pretty nasty position because you see them here and you've maybe moved to the center and you're shooting up them on this ridge. All of a sudden, you're properly pincered.
Good to go.
Okay, so I can move and get a shot with the Cyclops, which I'm going to do then.
Moving out.
And we got ourselves a striker. No point in using the tag or the knock because it's going to be dead after this volley.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle eliminated.
And Telltale that we should be worried about you not being in cover, so let's move up.
Acknowledged.
And it looks like it's just the 2 units reinforcing these guys, with even less armor
Receiving you.
than guys come in with, and that's a Panther that is about to eat a whole lot of damage it can't take.
Target neutralized.
Just the enemy reinforcements then.
Standing by.
Warhorse. So we can get into cover.
Position
Walk
confirmed.
up here. Decent numbers. Not great numbers. Let's take out that striker.
Taking the shot. Reporting. Enemy vehicle eliminated.
I know there are more reinforcements. Okay, that's fine. So
Receiving.
Duke.
Aye aye.
Let's see what happens to this javelin. Okay, well, it's not dead,
That hit something.
but it's about to be. Okay, so Warhorse, let's keep moving.
On my way.
And let's just dump the yellow M's in.
Acknowledged. Hope we can salvage that.
Orders.
I do feel a bit mean. Right, let's sprint into the ECM field here.
My way. Double time.
Okay, cool. And King Wolf, we got to start sprinting our way back this way so we can
Roger.
get involved. Yeah. Right. Let's reserve, we'll see what they do.
Waiting for the right move.
They reserve as well. So it's over to us.
Waiting for orders.
You can't get vision, I don't think, so we're just going to move
On my way.
and brace. Oh, we do have line of sight.
Yep.
Okay, so Telltale, we can see that Panther, so let's end it before it becomes a problem.
Target neutralized.
These guys really shouldn't have bothered. Okay, and Warhorse, we can just sprint up along this road.
Got it. No shooting, just running.
And King Wolf.
Got something you want done?
Run, Forrest, run.
Aye aye.
Okay, so they're reserving.
Yes, Commander.
I think that is probably a mistake.
Location confirmed.
Let's demonstrate.
Affirmative.
Yep. There we go. Well, only one skull mission, so you expect it to be easy.
Destroyed.
Good job, Commander. The people can get back to their lives again.
Mission successful.
All right, so we can wrap up now. So we just do a little bit of shopping in the black market, a little bit of refitting and repairing a mechs, and we are off to a fresh planet. So we just hit repair on the Highlander, so take a day, no biggie. And so we don't have a huge amount of money. We do have 26 days to the next. I think so. 45 damage in 1 ton.
New weapons
The Inferno is pretty cheap.
New weapon systems available.
That snub PPC is ridiculous. 125 damage and 6 tons.
New weapon systems available.
And I definitely want that Ultra AC.
New weapon systems available.
Well, let's do a little bit of selling. We've got some mechs we can sell. We've got an extra Black Knight. We've got an extra Griffin. An extra Orion as well now. And a Shadowhawk. Oh yeah, and the Irby. There we go, right. Your AC5, sell that. Right. Buying. So yeah, so we got back up to 5 million there. Not bad. So the AC20 plus 20 damage plus 20 damage. We do have a few of those. We've got a few of those as well. Gyro. We do need that plus 3 hit defense one to replace the one we lost.
New equipment available.
So even having bought that, we're good for a couple months. So that's fine. The mech bay. So who do we have? We have in storage. Do we have an assassin? No, we've got 2 parts of the 21 and we've got 3 parts of the 101. So I can't even try out the assassin scout mech. We do have Phoenix Hawk. That's got no missile points, so we can't use it for tag. I'm not changing out the scouting Kintaro. So what are we looking at here? We've got 40 damage for 2 tons. So 45 and 35. We wind up with the same total damage. We strip out the pulse lasers. And we got 2 tons free. Strip that out for the plus 3 hit defense. I mean, these things, it's a lot of heat, isn't it? That's 40 heat. We've got 2 tons free. And Infernos are 3 tons. SRM4s are 2 tons. So if we wanted to supplement this with an SRM4, we would have to shave off either the jump jets or some armor. We got 880 and 11 tons of armor. We trust to evasion. And that lets us put an SRM4 and some ammo in. And what, a 4 damage SRM4 would at least be an extra 48 damage. So for a scout mech, that's respectable. Okay. So let's do it. And we need the SRM ammo. Right, where are we finding this? One. So that is a quarter ton. That's a half ton. Oh. And that's the other half. Okay. I'm okay with that. What are we going to stick Infernos on?
I'll let you know when that's done.
Well, we're going to refit this the Atlas 2 anyway. I'm going to pull a snub PPC from that. We've got a plus 10 damage one. Minus 5 heat. Let's keep the minus 10 heat. So firepower now. 590. And the SRM6s. I think that's fine. We want this to be raw damage.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
If we take this stuff out, the Cyclops becomes more and more more and more specialized. Yeah, one of these guys probably makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, the Starling Era Griffin. Let's try out some Infernos. We might have to shift things around a little bit. So we pull the SRM4s. It's a lot of heat, isn't it? We wind up 1 ton overweight this way. How much heat do these things generate? 3, almost nothing. So we can pull a heatsink. Bernal.
Logged and noted.
See how good Infernos are.
Thank you, Art.
Okay, so let's just have a quick look. I don't think we've got anything to make the Vulcan better. Oh, we do have another small pulse double plus. So go in. That upgrade, isn't it? 35 damage goes to 45 damage and a little bit less heat. That's fine. What's our heat delta? Yeah, like 11. And firepower is a respectable 165 if it's all delivered to the back. These arm mods as well. 3 tons, 60 damage. 1 ton, 60. Get out of here. So we've got 4 tons to play with. That is mad. Max armor. Three tons. Durability is 840, not bad. Just over 10 tons of armor on the Vulcan. What can we do with 3 tons? You see him as 6. We do have an energy hardpoint. Snub is 6 tons. We can put a medium pulse laser in. That is 40 damage for 2 tons. The large pulse is 7 tons. Yeah, large laser's 5 tons. Yeah, kind of tempting just to stick a really accurate large laser on there so it can contribute at long range a little bit. That leaves me needing to find 2 tons, which I guess is going to come right back out in terms of armor. Or we get, we just put in the pulse laser. Let's just put in the pulse laser and a heatsink. Okay, so firepower is now 205, quite respectable. All right, and I guess let's just have a look. What would have the what would have been the lightest options here? Like an Ultra AC2 is 7 tons, LBX2 is 5 tons. So you need the ammo. Hmm. No, I don't think there's anything more we could do apart from getting a really good pulse laser here. Still, that's pretty cool. Keep the damage, bring up the tonnage.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Pretty terrifying. Fix that large coil. The large coil is 4 tons. Yeah, something to think about. And I don't think there is anything else. There's like maybe an Ultra AC5, isn't there? I don't know if I can find a use for that. Yeah, recoil reduction. 45 damage. Only 7 tons. I'd be interested if it were like plus damage. Ultra AC20. That is mad. I feel like I should be able to find somewhere for that. Maybe on an Orion. But I think I'm happy enough with those mods, and I think I'm happy with the timing there. So we just have to, well, next time out, decide where we're going. That's the Argo. Oh, we haven't visited there. Haven't visited there. There is a travel contract. Kind of aim here. We won't be able to take any contracts there. There's got to be somewhere where you can take pirate contracts. Spencer, Bronk. They're not really good contracts. We hit up here. That is several systems. Oh no, you'd have to go here. Antharaka. And then, is there anywhere worth going to down here? Doesn't look like it, does it? The Tiverton. Yeah, yep. Going through those same systems again. Sacramonte, it says we haven't visited. Keratitis. Going to Ward. 26 days. Buff stand. We hit a load of systems we've already visited, so from that point of view, it makes sense to come this way. There's just no factions I'll be able to take contracts from over here because of reputation. Which is a shame. Haster's 31 days. And we will bounce through a couple of systems that we've not visited before, at least. And then we've got Pirates, local government, and Marek offering contracts there. Same here, and we've not been there. Don't know. Something to ponder for next time. I'm out of time now. I've got to wrap up. So thank you very much for watching if you've been watching. And until next time, take care.